Secure 65 health plans where seniors thrive.
Here's another Thursday. Austin's cartoons remind us life keeps moving, but your ability to guide your future never leaves your hands. Austin's cartoons always show us no matter how life evolves, staying in control of your future is what truly matters. Thank you, Austin.
It's Thursday again, time for another Austin's cartoon, where real-life lessons meet a little humor. Let the laughter begin.
Secure 65 health plans where senior thrive. Secure 65 health plans where seniors thrive.
What if just one illness could quietly wipe out everything you've worked your whole life for? Watch now.
What happens to your home, your savings, and your legacy if you don't know the rules? Watch now.
Are you in control of your future, or is the system waiting to take over when it matters most? Watch now here at Secure 65 Health Plans.
Secure 65 health plans where seniors thrive.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is Secure 65 Health Plans Live. Today I need to sit with you for a moment though, you guys. Yes, just sit with me and listen in a place to receive, because today's podcast is important now and in the future. Today I need you to understand this moment right now. I don't want you to rush, no multitasking, because what we are about to talk about is not just information. It is protection. It is preparation. It is peace of mind. And for many families, it is the difference between keeping everything they worked for or losing it quietly through a system they never fully understood. Now, what if I told you that one illness, just one, could wipe out your entire savings, your home, and the inheritance you plan to leave behind? Not because you didn't work hard. No. Not because you didn't love your family, but because you didn't know the rules. Because every single year, families don't lose everything because they were irresponsible, okay? They lose everything because they simply didn't know how the system actually works. So before we go any further, let me say this clearly. I am not an attorney. I prepare my clients' information to help cut down on the cost for protection. We work with elder law and probate attorneys across the country. So I'm going to share real life scenarios, strategies, and mistakes. But remember, every case may be a little different. Your state matters. Your timing matters. Your documents matter. Stay with me until the end so that you won't miss any of the information that just might save you time, money, and your assets, and help you transfer them easily to your heirs and state of probate. Now, let's start at the beginning. When do you do this? Well, before something happens, of course, right? Not after, not when you're already in the hospital, you guys, not when your children are standing in a hallway trying to figure out what to do next. Before, because once something happens, the system, it takes over. Planning gives you control. Waiting gives the system control. So let's talk about why all of this matters. Long-term care can be expensive if you wait too long. Nursing homes, can exceed $100,000 a year. Assisted living can be $60,000 or more. Memory care, well, that can go even higher, and the bills last longer. And here's the part that surprises people, okay? Medicare does not cover long-term custodial care the way most families think it does, okay? So in need and in frustration, families turn to Medicaid, and Medicaid can help, but only if you qualify, and only if you follow the rules, and only if you don't understand those rules could you be forced to spend down everything you own. That means your savings, okay? Your investments, your financial cushion, gone. So let's break this down in a way that is simple but powerful. Okay, let's start with Medicaid. Medicaid looks at your life and separates your assets into two categories, countable and non-countable. Countable assets are things Medicaid expects you to use to pay for your care. Okay, that includes your bank accounts, your savings, your investments, your stocks, your bonds, your CDs, your retirement accounts, and in many cases, additional real estate beyond your primary residence. If it can be used to pay for care, it likely counts, okay? And then non-countable assets are things Medicaid may allow you to keep, like your primary residence within limits, one vehicle, personal belongings, okay? Certain prepaid burial plans. But here's the part people miss. Just because something is protected while you're alive does not mean it's protected after you pass, okay? That is where estate recovery comes in. After you pass away, the state may come back and seek repayment for what they spent on your care. Now, this is something families lose, well, they lose their peace, and it happens unexpectedly. So let's talk about the rule that catches most people off guard. It's called the 5-year look back period. Medicaid can go back 60 months and review your financial activity. They are looking for gifts. They are looking for transfers, money moved out of your name, property you signed over to someone else. And here's the correction that matters. They do not just fine you, okay? They impose a penalty period. That means Medicaid delays your eligibility. So let me explain. You need care today, but Medicaid says, oh, we see you gave money away 3 years ago. So now you are in a penalty period. And during that period, well, someone's going to still have to pay for that care. That is how families go from stable to overwhelmed overnight. Now let's talk about married couples, because this is where people get confused. If one spouse goes into a nursing home and the other stays home, there are protections for the one staying at home. The spouse at home is called the community spouse. Now, they may be allowed to keep the home, one vehicle, and a portion of the assets, and some income support depending on the situation. But listen carefully. That does not mean everything is protected. There are limits, there are formulas, there are rules. And if things are not structured properly, the outcome can still be devastating. So now let's move into the 6 forms every homeowner needs to understand, okay? Don't try to memorize this, you guys. Come back and look at the video. I just want you to understand. So before you go running to Google trying to download some forms tonight, I need you to understand something very, very important. These documents are not available in every state, and they are not treated the same way, depending on where you live. This is where people make expensive mistakes because they hear a strategy that worked in one state and try to apply it in another. So let's get some clarity here, okay? Transfer on death deeds are only available on about half of the states. States like California, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, and Ohio allow them, but many others do not. And that means if you live in a state that does not recognize a transfer on a death deed filing, well, that absolutely does nothing for you. It gives you a false sense of security. and your home can still end up in probate. So let's talk about the ladybird deeds. These are even more limited. They are primarily recognized in Florida, Texas, Michigan, Vermont, and West Virginia. So if you live outside of those states, this option may not even exist for you, and I'm sorry. And this is one of the most misunderstood tools because people hear about it online and assume they can use it anywhere. You cannot, okay? Now, let's talk about revocable living trusts. These are recognized in all 50 states, which is why they are one of the most commonly used tools. But here's the key. The laws that govern how trusts work, how they are drafted, and how they interact with Medicaid still vary by state. So while the tools exist everywhere, how it works for you still depends on where you live. So now let's talk about homestead exemptions. Almost every state has some form of homestead protection or property tax relief, but the rules can be completely different. Some states offer strong protections from creditors. Some states focus more on property tax savings, and some states require you to apply, while some states automatically apply it. And many states have additional benefits for seniors over 65s, but you must ask for them, okay? They don't come knocking on your door offering savings. And then we have Medicaid itself. Medicaid is a federal program, but it is administered at the state level, okay? That means income limits, asset limits, home equity limits, and even how aggressively a state recovery is pursued can vary depending on where you live. So what works in California, where I am, may not work the same way in Texas. What works in Florida may not apply in New York. And the laws are constantly changing. So that is why this is simply an introduction, not all you need to know. And why you need to seek out an attorney, and we have ones that are ready to move forward with you when you are. And let me say this so that you understand. You cannot copy somebody else's plan. Your plan must match your state, your situation, and your timing. This is also why we say do not DIY this, because one wrong assumption about your state's rules can undo everything you were trying to protect. So let's start with form number 1. Transfer on deed, also known as the TOD. This allows your home to pass directly to your chosen beneficiary without going through probate in states where it is available. Form number 2 is the ladybird deed, available in certain states as well, allowing you to maintain control during your lifetime while transferring automatically at death. Wow. Sometimes offering additional protections as well, so be aware. Form number 3 is revocable living trust, one of the most complete tools. Now, it allows control while you're alive and avoids probate when done correctly, and gives instructions after death. But if you don't fund it, it doesn't work. Form number 4, updated will. This directs who receives your assets, but it does not avoid probate. Without it, the state decides. Form number 5 is your durable financial power of attorney. Now, this allows someone to act on your behalf if you become incapacitated. Without it, your family may have to go to court, and that costs time and money. And form number 6, we got there, homestead exemption. This can reduce property taxes and provide benefits, especially for seniors, but you must apply, okay? Whew. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes, gifting your home or adding your children to the title. You bought your home for $200,000. Now it's worth $1.2 million. You're thinking you're helping. You add your kids, but now you may trigger tax issues. Lose the step up in basis, create risks, give up control, and expose your home to their problems, like divorce or lawsuit or debts or disagreements. And now your house becomes conflict instead of legacy. So what is the smarter approach? well, real planning with real professionals who are looking out for you. And that's where we come in, okay? We have the best attorneys, I think, around the country that will complete the work for you. We start, they complete. And if your concern is protecting your assets from long-term care costs, well, one strategy that may be used is an irrevocable Medicaid asset protection trust. This is where assets are moved out of your direct ownership. If done properly, you guys, and early enough, those assets may not be counted after the 5-year look-back period. It may also help protect against estate recovery. But you give up the control, and that's a trade-off, okay? And that is why timing matters. That is why guidance matters. That is why this is not a last-minute decision. So let's talk about competency, because this matters more than people realize. When we say documents must be signed while you are competent, it means you understand what you are signing, what it does, and who you are giving authority to. There's no universal test. Attorneys assess this. Sometimes doctors are also involved. But once capacity is questioned, the window can close. And once it closes, your family may have to go to court. So if you are listening and thinking, I need to check this, I think you're right. Call Bivix Wealth and Insurance Solutions at 833-300-4968 or email us at info@mybivix.com. Now, we cannot answer every situation in a podcast, and I'm not going to pretend that we can. Your facts matters. Your state matters. Your documents matter, and confidentiality matters. So set up an appointment so we can help you prepare your information and help reduce unnecessary confusion and costs before legal work begins. It doesn't make sense to pay for time and effort that you could have organized before you meet with the attorney. We make it simple, and you understand the process before the legal part begins. Now let's talk about the emotional side. Many seniors say, I don't want to be a burden to my children. But not planning is the burden. Not planning leaves them guessing. Not planning leaves them arguing. Not planning leaves them paying. And not planning leaves them in court. Planning is not morbid. Planning is love with paperwork. And I know paperwork is not exciting. I do it every day. But nobody wakes up in the morning and says, wow, you know what sounds fun today? A durable power of attorney and Medicaid asset review. Yay. No, that is not brunch, but it is protection. This is the work that keeps your children from asking, well, why didn't anybody tell us this? So let's return to the 6 forms quickly because I want you to remember them. Okay. Number 1, the transfer on death deed, if available in your state. Number 2, the ladybird deed, if available and appropriate in your state. Number 3, revocable living trust, properly drafted and properly funded. Number 4, updated will with clear estate language. Number 5, durable financial power of attorney, signed while competent. And number 6, homestead exemption and senior property tax exemptions where available. Okay, these are not magic papers, they are tools. A hammer can build a house or break a window. The tool matters, but the person and how they are using it matters too. Whew, now I want to say something direct. If you own a home and your plan is, my kids will figure it out, that is not a plan. That is a transfer of stress. If your plan is, I wrote a will 25 years ago, that may not be enough. If your plan is, I added my daughter to the account, well, that may create issues. If your plan is Medicaid will take care of it, Medicaid may help with care, but it also has rules, penalties, and recovery. If your plan is, I don't have that much, you still need planning. Sometimes modest estates are hurt the most. Now, here is your homework for this week. Find your deed, find your will, find your trust if you have one. Check whether the trust owns the house. Check whether you have a durable financial power of attorney. Check your health care directives. Check your beneficiary forms. Check your homestead exemptions. Write down your bank accounts, retirement accounts, life insurance policies, real estate, vehicles, debt, and monthly income. Then schedule a professional review with us to get you ready to meet with the attorney. Vivek's Wealth and Insurance Solutions provides this kind of support, you guys, every single day. We help you get organized and discuss your options so your time with the attorney is not spent arguing who should get this or that. We don't want you to have to be out there and blinded trying to figure out what's going on. Time, decision-making, and organizing cost money. We help you understand the questions. We work with attorneys across the country. Not understanding the process, the needs, or wrong move could cost your family time, money, options, and even your home right now. So this is not a DIY project. Call 833-300-4968 or email us at info@mybibics and set up an appointment. Now let me close with this. Your home is not just wood, brick, paint, carpet, and a roof. It is where the birthdays happen. It is where children came home from school. It's where somebody learned to cook. It's where somebody took their very first steps. And it's where somebody sat at the table and made a decision that changed the family forever. And after all of that, the house should not be lost because nobody understood the need or how to get help and file the right form. The house should not be drained by probate because nobody knew better. The family should not be penalized because someone made a transfer without understanding the 5-year look-back period. The spouse at home should not be left terrified because nobody explained spousal protection. The children should not inherit confusion when what you meant to leave was legacy. So please, take this seriously, you guys. Ask questions, get organized, work with professionals. Do not DIY your legacy. Put your questions and concerns in the comments below. Tell us what you heard. Tell us what confused you. Tell us what you want covered for Thursday. And remember, protecting your home is not just about keeping property. It's about protecting dignity, choices, family, and peace. I'm Monet Swan, and thank you for joining us right here at Secure 65 Health Plans, where seniors thrive. And we're here every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to help you with all of your questions. So for now, I love you, and I cannot wait to see you on Thursday and bring all your questions. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone. I'm Monet Swan, and Mother's Day is coming up. And this one feels different. Yes, I'm excited because I'm a mother, but even more than that, I'm grateful because this year we're showing up in a real way. Collaborative Expansion Foundation, alongside Walmart Spark Good, is coming together to support mothers across Southern California, especially those who may need a little extra love right now. We'll be giving away food boxes, real support, and guidance with Medicare, Medi-Cal, Social Security, VA benefits, and so much more. Because you know what real love looks like? It's being in a position to give back, to say, I got you. So if you or a mother you know could use that kind of support, reach out. We'll be in different locations throughout the day, meeting you where you are. Send us an email. Tell us your area, and we'll make sure you're taken care of this Mother's Day. We're not just celebrating mothers, we're supporting them with love. Take care, and we'll see you there. Bye.
Emotion, come closer. This is safe. Warm pad comes in very soft rhythm or pulse. This music slowly expands as you talk about humanity's similarity. The table alone. You're not alone. You belong here. Gentle lift, slight swell in strings or harmony. Still restrained, no climax, no drop, and no chime. Something meaningful just can.
BibX Wealth Insurance Solutions.